You stand at the edge of the battlefield, not just any battlefield, but the arena of life where every fight, every challenge, every broken promise and betrayal has forged you into an unbreakable force. You are the storm no one saw coming, the relentless shadow that creeps closer with every step, draining the hope from their eyes. This isn't just about winning. It's about annihilating every doubt, crushing every obstacle, and shattering the expectations they set for you. You keep winning, not because they want you to, not because the world bends to your will easily, but because you refuse to let them see you falter. Every victory you claim, every battle you conquer, it's tearing them apart inside, cracking the foundation of their confidence while you rise higher. This is the dark truth. Your relentless success is a silent scream to those who wished for your failure. You don't just win, you dominate in a way that haunts their minds long after you walk away. This is the power of unstoppable will, the power of a soul that will not break, and the power that comes from turning every wound into fuel for your fire. If you're hearing this, if these words ignite something inside you, the rage, the fire, the hunger, then listen close. Hit that like button, subscribe, become part of this relentless force. Because this isn't just a speech, it's a call to arms for every soul tired of being underestimated, every heart scarred by doubt. Join this brotherhood of the undefeated, because the pain of those you leave behind only proves how far you've come. This isn't about luck. It's about the grind, the sacrifice, the refusal to surrender. Your every win is a message written in scars and sweat. To them, it's a nightmare they can't wake up from. So if you feel that fire burning inside, if you're ready to turn pain into power, hit that subscribe button and step into the darkness where true strength is forged. You keep winning every time. And they wonder how. How do you keep standing tall when the world tries to knock you down? How do you keep moving forward when everything inside screams to quit? The truth is, you have learned the secret language of pain. You speak it fluently. You translate every setback into a step forward. Their eyes might be full of disbelief, their voices dripping with envy, but inside, they are breaking because they can't comprehend your resilience. Every victory isn't just a moment of glory, it's a wound inflicted on their pride, a blow to the belief they held over you. You don't just win battles, you win wars fought in the shadows, in the silence of your darkest hours, where no one sees the tears, the sweat, the nights you spent drowning in doubt, only to rise like a predator ready to strike again. They crumble because they never understood that your strength wasn't built on comfort or ease, but on the agony of persistence. And that's why, every time you win, you break them deeper inside. You might feel isolated in this journey, standing alone on the summit while they stare up, cursing your name. But remember, loneliness is the price of greatness. The more you ascend, the fewer those who truly understand what it takes. They see the trophies, the smiles, the confidence, but they don't see the battles fought in silence. Your victories are scars, not medals. Every time you win, it fractures their faith, because your success is a mirror reflecting their own fears and weaknesses. They watch helplessly as you rise, and inside, the cracks spread wider, fueled by their disbelief and envy. You keep winning, and it's not just a game for you, it's a statement, a reckoning. Your every win rewrites the story they wrote for you, demolishing the narrative that you were supposed to fail, supposed to stay small, supposed to disappear quietly. You keep winning, and with each triumph, you break them inside because you refuse to be anyone's failure. You must understand this truth deeply. When they try to bring you down, they don't just want to stop you. They want to destroy the very idea of you. Their bitterness, their spite, their hatred is born from a place of fear. Fear that you are what they could never be, that you have the courage they lacked, that you have the strength they lost long ago. But you keep winning, and that breaks them because you hold the one thing they can never steal from you: unwavering belief in yourself. Every step forward you take, every goal you smash, is a dagger in their illusions, a blow to their false confidence. They watch you rise, but inside, they're falling apart. You are the nightmare they can't wake from because you don't just survive the darkness. You thrive in it, you command it, and you use it to fuel your relentless march forward. It's not about revenge. It's about undeniable proof that no matter what they say, no matter how much they try to tear you down, you are unbreakable. Every win you claim is a beacon of defiance, a message that says you refuse to be controlled, you refuse to be silenced, you refuse to be anything less than extraordinary. They want to see you fail, but you refuse to give them that satisfaction. You keep winning because your spirit is forged in the fires of struggle, and it's a spirit that cannot be extinguished. Every time you step into the arena, every time you face the impossible, you carry with you the weight of every doubt ever cast your way, and you transform it into unstoppable power. This is why your victories break them inside, because they are reminders that their attempts to hold you down are futile, that your potential is limitless, and that your soul is invincible. There is a dark beauty in this relentless winning, a cold satisfaction in knowing that your triumphs are more than just personal victories. They are wounds inflicted on the walls built to contain you. You break their expectations, their plans, their judgments with every move you make. And as they crumble, you rise higher, not out of spite, but because you understand the truth that the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fires. Your journey is proof that pain is a catalyst, not a prison, and that every broken piece of your past is a shard of glass reflecting a future only you can see. You keep winning every time because you are more than what they imagined, more than what they predicted, and more than what they could ever handle. Their breaking is your proof that you have become unstoppable, a force of nature that will not be denied. So embrace the darkness, embrace the loneliness, embrace the hatred they throw your way, because all of it is fuel for your fire. When you feel like giving up, remember that your every win is a crack in their armor, a blow to their ego, and a silent scream that you are here to stay. They wonder how you keep winning every time. They can't see the hours you spent fighting shadows, the tears you shed in silence, the battles you fought alone, but you do, and that is what breaks them inside. Your victories are more than numbers or trophies. They are your legacy, a testament to your power, your resilience, your unyielding will to rise no matter the cost. Keep winning, not just for yourself, but for every soul who was told they would fail. Break them inside with your success, because nothing tastes sweeter than victory earned through relentless defiance. They watch, helpless and angry, as you keep winning every time. They clutch at their pride, desperately trying to convince themselves it's luck, a fluke, or some twisted stroke of fate. Anything but the undeniable truth that you are made of something stronger than they ever dreamed possible. They scramble to find fault, to point out your flaws, to undermine your victories, because the reality of your unstoppable rise shatters their carefully constructed illusions. And that is what breaks them inside, the crushing weight of truth that you are not only still standing, but thriving, growing, evolving into a version of yourself that is untouchable, relentless, and fierce. Your every win is a reminder to them that their hatred Their doubts, their sabotage attempts mean nothing. You are a living contradiction to their expectations, a force that refuses to be contained or defined by their limitations. In the silence of your victories, there is a thunderous roar, the sound of every whispered insult, every sneer, every doubt turned to dust beneath your feet. You don't just win to prove them wrong. You win to prove yourself right. You win because deep inside, in the darkest corners where only you dwell, there is a flame that refuses to die, a fire stoked by every scar, every failure, every moment you were told you wouldn't make it. You keep winning because you made a pact with yourself, a promise that no matter how hard they try to break you, you will not only survive, but conquer. And with every win, with every step forward, you break them inside a little more until all that remains is the echo of your triumph ringing in the hollow chambers of their broken dreams. They don't understand that your victories are not born from perfection or ease, but from a brutal dance with your own demons. They can't see the nights when despair almost swallowed you whole, or the mornings when you dragged your broken body out of bed just to face another day of the fight. But you carry on, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Every win is paid for in sweat, tears, and the relentless refusal to quit. And that's why it's so devastating to them, because they see only the result, the shining trophy, the confident smile, and they don't grasp the hell you walked through to get there. You keep winning every time because you've stared into the abyss, and instead of blinking, you took the abyss by the throat and refused to let it swallow you. Your success is a wound they can't heal because it exposes their weakness while showcasing your unbreakable spirit. Your journey is a story written in shadows, whispered through pain, and shouted with every victory that breaks them inside. They hate it because it strips away their control, because it challenges their narrative, because it reveals the raw, brutal truth that you are unstoppable. And they fear what you represent, a living testament to the power of will, resilience, and unshakable self-belief. They fear that if you can do it, anyone can. And so they lash out, they criticize, they try to tear you down in the only way they know, through bitterness and envy. But you keep winning, and with every triumph, you deepen the cracks in their facade, exposing the fragility of their own dreams. Your victories are a weapon, a shield, and a beacon, all at once. They are the reason why you are feared, why you are envied, and why you will never be forgotten. You are the storm that breaks their calm, the shadow that haunts their peace, the relentless force that refuses to bow. Every win you claim is a wound in their ego, a fracture in their belief that they could ever match your strength. They see you as an anomaly, an impossible figure who refuses to be caged by their expectations. And that is what fuels your fire even more, the knowledge that your victories dismantle their illusions piece by piece. You keep winning because you are relentless, because you have harnessed the darkest parts of yourself and turned them into your greatest weapons. You have taken the pain, the rejection, the heartbreak, and forged them into armor that nothing can penetrate. This is why you break them inside, because your victory is their defeat, your rise, their fall, your unyielding spirit, their nightmare. You must carry this truth with you always. Winning every time is not about being better than others. It's about being better than who you were yesterday. It's about fighting the demons inside you that whisper lies, telling you to give up, to settle, to be less. Your success shatters those lies, and in doing so, it breaks the hearts of those who hoped you'd fail. Your every victory is a rebellion against the doubt that tried to cage you, a refusal to be silenced by the noise of negativity. And as you keep winning, you send a message that cannot be ignored. You are here, You are unstoppable, and you will not be broken. They watch you rise, but inside, they are crumbling because your strength exposes their weakness in stark, undeniable contrast. Your victories are their unraveling, and your relentless will is their undoing. Remember, this path is not for the faint of heart. It is for the warriors who have looked into the abyss and smiled, for those who have turned their scars into stories of triumph. You keep winning every time because you have chosen to fight harder, to endure longer, and to believe deeper than anyone else. Your victory is a symphony of pain and power, a dance of shadows and light, a testament to the unbreakable spirit within you. And every time you win, you break them inside because your success is the ultimate rebellion against the limits they tried to place on you. So stand tall, keep fighting, and let your victories echo through the darkness because you are the force that will never be stopped. They want to understand your secret, but it's not something you can hand over. It's carved from the nights when you sat alone, broken, feeling like the weight of the world was crushing your spirit. And still, you refuse to give in. It's born from every moment you felt defeated, but made the conscious choice to rise again. Not because you had to, but because you knew that giving up was the true defeat. They don't see the internal battles you fought, the wars waged behind closed doors, the self-doubt that tried to suffocate your dreams. They see only the victory, the shine, the glory, and that's what breaks them inside. Because deep down, they know they don't have what it takes to do what you do. They know their will is fragile, their resolve weak, and their hearts too easily broken. And here you are, winning every time, a living, breathing testament to the power of perseverance. You keep winning because you refuse to listen when they said you couldn't, wouldn't, or shouldn't. You are the embodiment of every no you ever heard, every closed door slammed in your face, every sneer aimed at your dreams. Those moments, dark and heavy, became the fuel that powered your relentless ascent. When they watched you struggle, they thought it was the beginning of the end. But you understood it was the making of a champion, a warrior forged in the fires of rejection and pain. Your victories are not accidents. They are carefully crafted monuments to your grit and determination. And with every win, you don't just climb higher, you break them down inside, shattering their illusions that you were just another victim in the game of life. Let this be clear. Their breaking is not your burden to carry, but their own reflection in the mirror of your success. They crumble because your light exposes the darkness within them, because your strength reminds them of their own failures, because your will unmasks their weakness. You keep winning every time because you decided to own your power, to claim your place in a world that often tries to deny you. You are a force that cannot be ignored, a storm that disrupts the calm, a relentless fire that refuses to be put out. And every time you rise, every time you claim another victory, you send a message that echoes louder than any doubt or criticism. You are here to stay, and nothing will break your spirit. They will try to explain away your success, to diminish your achievements with lies and half-truths. They will tell stories designed to tarnish your name, to sow seeds of doubt in the minds of those who look up to you. But these are the tactics of the weak, the desperate, and the broken. You keep winning because you don't let their noise penetrate the fortress of your mind. You block out their bitterness and focus on your own journey, your own path, your own truth. This is why your success breaks them inside, because it is pure, it is earned, and it is untouchable by their attempts to drag you down. Your victories are your story, written in sweat and sacrifice, and no one can rewrite it but you. There is an undeniable power in knowing that your every triumph crushes the doubts they held about you, that your unyielding spirit is a dagger in the heart of their disbelief. They look at you and wonder how you keep winning every time, but the answer lies not in magic or luck, but in the brutal honesty of your struggle and the ferocity of your refusal to quit. You have stared into the abyss of your fears and insecurities and taken them by the throat. You have embraced the darkness within and turned it into light, a light that blinds your enemies and inspires those who dare to follow. Your winning streak is a beacon for those who believe they can rise from the ashes, who know that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to greatness. So hold your head high, even when the world tries to break you. Wear your scars as badges of honor, for they are proof that you have fought harder and endured longer than anyone else dared to. Your victories break them inside because they represent the impossible made real, the dream turned into reality through sheer willpower and relentless action. You keep winning every time because you have made a pact with yourself to never settle, never stop, and never bow down. And with every win, you send a message that echoes through the darkness. You are unstoppable, unbreakable, and undefeated. Your story is far from over. Every victory is a chapter in a legacy that will outlive those who doubted you. You are not just winning, you are rewriting the rules, breaking the mold, and forging a path so fierce and bright that it leaves no room for their bitterness. They break inside because you keep winning every time, and the power behind that truth is a force they will never understand, but will always fear. So keep winning, keep rising, keep breaking them inside with every triumph. Because in this world, the only thing more powerful than the fire inside you is the destruction of their doubts at your feet. Remember this: every time you win, you are rewriting the story that was written for you by others. You are tearing down the walls they built to cage you, breaking the chains forged by their doubt and disbelief. Your victories are not just moments of personal glory, they are acts of rebellion, declarations of your unshakable spirit and refusal to be broken. The pain you carry, the battles you fight in silence, all become the fuel that keeps your fire burning hotter and brighter than ever before. You keep winning every time because deep down, you know your worth, your power, and your purpose. And that truth is a poison that slowly destroys their hope, their pride, and their control. So let your success be your voice, loud and clear, a voice that shatters their illusions and echoes through the darkness long after you've moved on. In the end, it's not just about breaking them inside, it's about breaking yourself free. Free from their expectations, free from their limits, free from the fear that once held you hostage. You keep winning every time because you have chosen to rise above the noise, to embrace the struggle, and to become something they will never understand, but will forever fear. Your relentless pursuit of greatness is a testament to the power of will, the strength of belief, and the courage to keep fighting when everything inside screams to stop. So keep winning, keep rising, keep breaking them inside, because every victory is proof that you are unstoppable, unbreakable, and destined for a legacy that will outshine their darkest doubts. Your time is now. Own it. Welcome back, beautiful audience. Tonight we are going to talk about a truth so harsh, so painful, that it will stir something deep inside of you. Something that will remind you of every battle you fought, every moment you sacrificed, every ounce of energy you poured into becoming who you are. Tonight we talk about the price of success and the emptiness that follows it. Because you took the jackpot, you grabbed it, and now they're empty-handed. You see that, don't you? You see the look in their eyes, the silence that follows your success, the absence of praise and acknowledgement, because they wanted to be where you are. They wanted your success, but they were never prepared to pay the price that you paid. They didn't know what it took to walk that path, to rise from the ashes, to push through every obstacle that was thrown your way. But you did. And now, they are left empty-handed. We live in a world that loves to talk about success, the glory of reaching the top, the beauty of the journey. But what they don't tell you is the pain, the loneliness, the sleepless nights, the brokenness that comes with it. They don't tell you that when you finally hold that jackpot in your hand, when you finally reach the place where others look at you with envy, there is a hollowness that surrounds you. The people who said they were your friends, your allies, they disappear. The ones who cheered you on, they were never really with you, because when it comes down to it, they wanted to take your place, not stand beside you. They wanted your throne, your crown, but they didn't understand the blood, sweat, and tears that it took for you to get there. You took the jackpot, and now they're left empty-handed. They don't understand. They don't see what you had to endure. They never saw you lying awake at night, questioning your every decision, wondering if you were making the right move, if this was the moment you would fall. They didn't see you walking through the fire, burning everything in your path just to keep moving forward. They don't see the cost of the dream. They think they can just grab with no effort, no sacrifice. They think it's easy because they see the end result. They see the victory, but they never saw the struggle, the fight, the moments when you wanted to give up but didn't, because you knew that if you did, you would be giving up everything. And now, they're empty-handed. They look at you with their empty eyes, their hollow words, trying to make you feel guilty for the very thing you worked so hard for. They try to tear you down. They try to make you question your worth, because deep down, they're angry that they couldn't do it. They wanted to take the easy road. They wanted to believe that success was just given to those who had luck on their side, to those who were born with it. But you are the proof that success isn't handed to anyone. It's earned, fought for, clawed at with every bit of strength you had, until your knuckles bled and your soul was bruised. You've bled for this, you've sacrificed, and now they want to look at you as if you stole something from them, as if you didn't deserve this. But let me tell you something. The only thing they are upset about is the fact that they didn't want it bad enough. So, they stand there, with nothing, watching you with envy in their eyes. But you're not their enemy. You are the reminder of their failure. You are the manifestation of their excuses, the proof that they didn't work hard enough, didn't push hard enough, didn't want it badly enough. And they will hate you for it. They will try to break you down, to strip away your confidence, your joy, and your pride. But you will stand tall because you know something they don't. You know that the greatest battles are won in the silence of your own mind. You know that the power to overcome, to rise above, to stand alone in your victory comes from within. You know that you took the jackpot not because you were lucky, but because you were relentless. And now, they are empty-handed, and it hurts them. It will hurt them in ways they won't admit. It will haunt them every day of their lives. They will lie to themselves, tell themselves that they didn't want it, that they're fine without it. But deep down, they know the truth. They know that they are empty, that they are nothing more than a shadow of what they could have been. And as they watch you, with your jackpot in hand, they will be reminded of their own failure every single day. It will eat away at them, this bitterness, this rage, this feeling that they could have had it, but didn't. They will never understand what it took for you to reach this point. And maybe that's the most painful part of all. You've taken the jackpot, and now they are empty-handed. But let me tell you something else. There is no real victory without struggle, without sacrifice, without the moments where you question if you're even capable of continuing. There is no true success without the brokenness that comes before it, the darkness, the isolation, the doubts, the fears. All of that is necessary. You have to be broken down before you can be built back up. You have to walk through the storm before you can feel the warmth of the sun. And when you reach the top, when you hold that jackpot, it's not because you were lucky, it's because you endured, you fought, you conquered. And now, they stand there with nothing. They watch you, they seethe with resentment, and they try to bring you down. They try to tell you that it's not worth it, that the price is too high. But they don't understand. They don't understand that the price was paid long before you ever saw the reward. The price was paid in blood and tears, in brokenness and pain. And now that you're standing at the top, it's not just a jackpot in your hands. It's the culmination of everything you have ever been through. It's the proof that no matter how dark it gets, no matter how much it hurts, you will rise. You will keep fighting. So let them stare. Let them be angry. Let them try to tear you down. It doesn't matter, because you've earned your place. You've earned the right to stand tall, to hold your head high, to look at them with your jackpot in hand and know that you did what they couldn't. You sacrificed what they weren't willing to sacrifice. And in the end, that's what matters. Not their envy, not their bitterness, not their empty hands. What matters is that you took the jackpot and you earned every single bit of it. You are the one who stood alone when everyone else turned their back. You are the one who pushed through when the world told you to give up. You are the one who proved that the only limit that exists is the one you place on yourself. So, hold that jackpot high. Walk through this world with your head held up. Let them look at you with envy, with resentment, with bitterness. Let them feel the emptiness that comes with their own failure. Because you know the truth. You took the jackpot, and now they're empty-handed, and there is nothing they can do to change that. You've already crossed the line, already paid the price, and now you stand at the pinnacle of all those efforts, those sleepless nights, those endless battles fought in the shadows. They are standing in the dark, grasping at what they never had the will to fight for, and they will never understand. They will continue to whisper, to sneer, to cast doubt on your every step, trying to chip away at your foundation. But they will never get close to shaking the ground beneath your feet. You've seen the world for what it truly is, the struggle, the pain, the loneliness, the ruthlessness. Success doesn't come to those who simply wish for it, who dream about it. It comes to the ones who bleed for it, who claw their way through every obstacle, every setback, and every failure. The ones who keep moving forward, even when they can't see the end, when the road ahead seems to stretch into nothingness, when they feel like they have nothing left to give. It is in those moments of exhaustion, when the mind whispers to quit, when the body begs for rest, that you make the decision to keep going. That's where the real fight happens, in the quiet, unseen moments that no one will ever know about, when you're pushing forward for something that nobody else can see. And now you stand on top of all of that. You stand with the jackpot in your hands, not because you were lucky, not because it was handed to you by the universe, but because you earned it. You fought tooth and nail for it, and in doing so, you made the hardest decision of all. You chose to be the one who keeps going when everyone else gives up. You chose to be the one who holds on to their vision, no matter how far away it seems, no matter how hard it gets. While they were comfortable staying in the status quo, waiting for someone else to hand them their dreams on a silver platter, you were out there doing the work, day after day. You didn't sit back and expect things to change. You didn't wait for an opportunity to fall into your lap. You created it. You took that first step when others refused to move. You kept walking even when the path was unclear, even when you stumbled, when you fell, when it felt like everything was against you. And now, here you are. You took the jackpot, and they're empty-handed. And do you know why? Because they didn't want it enough. They didn't want it badly enough to sacrifice the comfort they held so dearly. They wanted success, but they wanted it to be easy. They wanted the rewards without the struggle, the glory without the grind. And that's where they failed. That's the part they didn't understand, the part they never even considered. They thought the jackpot was something you could just get if you were lucky enough or born into the right circumstances. But what they didn't see, what they couldn't comprehend, was that success isn't about luck. It's about heart. It's about grit. It's about resilience. And when they look at you with their hollow eyes, when they ask why you have what they don't, it's because they didn't want it enough. They didn't put in the effort. They didn't push through the pain. They weren't willing to sacrifice their comfort, to face the discomfort of true growth. And that's why they are empty-handed. It's the brutal truth that stings, but it's the truth nonetheless. When you're climbing that mountain of success, when you're reaching for something higher than you've ever imagined, there will always be people who stand at the bottom, looking up, waiting for you to fail. They will tell you it's impossible, that you're dreaming too big, that it's too much to ask for. And every single time you push through those doubts, every single time you rise above the limitations they've placed on you, they will resent you. They will act like your success is a betrayal, like you took something from them, when, in reality, you just dared to do what they wouldn't. They won't understand the years you spent struggling in silence, the doubts that clouded your mind, the moments of failure that made you question your worth. They won't understand the relentless self-talk, the late nights, the personal sacrifices you made to get here. They won't see the invisible scars you carry, the weight of responsibility that comes with standing at the top. They won't know what it feels like to have to carry not just your own dreams, but the dreams of all those who thought they couldn't make it. They won't understand the emotional toll it takes to get where you are. The moments of loneliness when you realize that the higher you climb, the fewer people there are around you. The price of success is not just the hours you put in, the sweat you shed, or the pain you endure. It's also the solitude, the isolation, and the realization that the higher you go, the fewer people you can truly trust. But here's the thing. You've embraced that. You've embraced the isolation, the pain, the struggle. Because you know that this is what it takes. You know that success isn't something that's just handed to you on a silver platter. It's not about being in the right place at the right time. It's about being willing to put in the work when no one's watching, to sacrifice when no one believes in you, to keep going when every part of you wants to quit. It's about standing tall in the face of adversity, smiling through the pain, and still believing that it's worth it. And now, they are empty-handed. They see you with your jackpot, your reward, and they hate you for it. They hate you not because of your success, but because it reminds them of what they were too afraid to do, of the risks they weren't willing to take. It reminds them of the excuses they made, the reasons they gave themselves for staying where they were, for staying comfortable in the mediocrity of their own lives. And that is why they resent you, because you took the leap. You chose the hard road, the road less traveled, and you conquered it. And now, they're left standing there with nothing but empty hands, wondering why it wasn't them. But deep down, they know why. You took the jackpot, and they're empty-handed, but they won't admit that it's because they didn't have the heart to do what you did. They didn't have the guts to push themselves beyond their own limitations. And that's the difference between you and them. It's not about talent. It's not about luck. It's about the willingness to do whatever it takes to make your dreams a reality. It's about choosing to step into the unknown, to push through the darkness, to keep going when everyone else is telling you to quit. You took the jackpot, and now they're empty-handed because you didn't wait for someone to give it to you. You didn't sit back and hope for the universe to deliver. You took it for yourself. And when you take something for yourself, when you claim what you know you deserve, there's nothing anyone can do to take it away from you. There will always be those who wish they had what you have. There will always be people who try to tear you down, who try to belittle your success. But none of that matters, because you know the truth. The truth is that you earned it. You earned every single bit of it, and no one can ever take that away from you. They can stand there empty-handed, but that's their choice. They chose not to take the path you took. They chose to stay comfortable, to stay where they were, and now they are left with nothing. So, let them watch. Let them wonder how you did it. Let them try to belittle your accomplishments. None of it matters, because at the end of the day, the only person who gets to define your worth is you. And you know your worth. You know that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. You've already proven that. You've already taken the jackpot. Now hold it high and let the world see what you've earned. Let them stare in awe. Let them whisper behind your back. Because you know the truth, and that truth is worth more than any empty-handed criticism they could ever throw your way. Let them try. Let them speak their lies, their venomous whispers, their envy-laden words. It doesn't matter. What they say doesn't matter because their opinions are rooted in insecurity, in a deep-seated fear that they will never achieve what you have. They cannot fathom the idea that someone like you, someone who was once like them, someone who walked in the same shadows and dealt with the same doubts, could rise above. You are a living contradiction to their worldview. You are living proof that success is not handed to those who wait, but to those who fight for it, to those who dare to take what's theirs, and that terrifies them. So they stand there, empty-handed, grasping at straws, trying to make themselves feel better by demeaning you. But here's the thing, their bitterness, their resentment, their jealousy, it says more about them than it does about you. You see, those who cannot find their own path, those who never dare to venture beyond the familiar comfort of the life they've settled into, are the ones who are most vocal about others' successes. Their hollow words, their attempts to belittle you, are simply projections of their own failures. They cannot face their own shortcomings, their own regrets, so they turn to you, to what you've achieved, to try to make themselves feel better about the choices they've made. But it's not going to work, because you know something they don't. You know that nothing they say can touch you, nothing they throw at you can make you second-guess the fire inside you. The fire that drove you, the fire that kept you moving when all you wanted was to quit. The fire that pushed you to put in the work when no one else believed in you. It's not a fire that can be extinguished by their spite. It's not a fire that can be doused by their negative energy, because it is a fire born of struggle, of resilience, of sacrifice, and of self-belief. You've been through too much, fought too hard to let anyone's words shake the foundation of what you've built. The truth is that they will never understand the cost. They will never know the price you paid to stand where you stand now, holding that jackpot. They will never know the loneliness of being the one to stand alone, the pain of being misunderstood, the weight of being judged when all you did was follow your vision. They can't see that the success you have is not just a physical manifestation of winning, but a testament to your inner strength, your perseverance, and your ability to keep going, even when the world seemed to collapse around you. They will never see the sacrifices, the choices you made, the moments when you stood at the crossroads, wondering if the pain was worth it. They won't see the nights you stayed up late, the hours spent lost in your own thoughts, the weight of the decisions that kept you awake. They don't know what it feels like to walk in your shoes, to carry the burden of expectations, your own and others, and to still push forward. No, they will never understand. And that is exactly why they resent you, because your success is a reflection of what they couldn't accomplish. Your rise to the top is a mirror that shows them their own limitations, their own failures, their own unwillingness to do the hard work it takes to get to where you are. But here's the reality. That's not your problem. Their inability to comprehend your journey, their refusal to acknowledge the depths of your struggle, is not something that should concern you. It's not your responsibility to make them understand, to make them see what they're too blinded by their own envy to comprehend. It's not your job to make them comfortable with your success. It's your job to own it, to walk in it, to let it serve as proof that you can achieve anything you set your mind to. That's all that matters. The journey, the struggles, the wins, and the losses, they're yours, no one else's. And what they think of you, what they say behind your back, it doesn't change that. You know the truth. You know what it took to get here, and that is something they can never take away from you. The price of success isn't just in the money, the accolades, the title. It's in the self-doubt you've overcome, the pain you've transformed into power, the moments of isolation that you've turned into fuel for your growth. They will never understand the depths of that. They will never see that the real jackpot is not the reward you hold in your hand, but the strength and resilience that allowed you to claim it. The true prize is the person you've become in the process, the person who refused to give up, the person who stood tall, even when the world told you to shrink. And as you look at them, standing there with their empty hands, with their bitterness, with their resentment, you have to recognize that they are the ones who are still lost. They are the ones who never had the courage to go after what they wanted, who settled for comfort and mediocrity instead of chasing greatness. And because of that, they will never understand the journey you've been on. They will never comprehend what it means to risk everything, to lay it all on the line, and to come out victorious on the other side. You've done that, and now you are reaping the rewards of your sacrifice. What they don't realize is that their hatred, their bitterness, it's not directed at you, it's directed at themselves. They are angry because they've seen what you've done, and it forces them to confront the fact that they never had the courage to take the same risks, to make the same sacrifices. Their hatred isn't about you at all. It's about their own inadequacies, their own failures to live up to their potential. They're angry because they don't know how to move forward in their own lives, and they're looking for someone to blame. And that someone, unfortunately, is you. But that is not something you can control. You can't make them see the truth. You can't change the fact that they choose to remain trapped in their own insecurities, and you shouldn't want to. The truth is that the more they hate, the more they resent, the more they try to drag you down, the more you should embrace it. Because it means you're doing something right. It means you're making an impact. It means your success is so undeniable, so potent, that it's forcing them to confront their own weaknesses. And that is exactly what you should want. You should want them to see your victory. You should want them to feel the sting of their own regret. Because that is the catalyst for change. That is the thing that will push them to confront their own limitations, to stop blaming the world, to start taking ownership of their own lives. So hold that jackpot high. Walk through the world with confidence, with the knowledge that you earned everything you have. Let them stare at you. Let them talk behind your back. Let them wonder how you did it. Let them question your every move. Let them feel the emptiness of their own hands as they watch you live the life they wish they had the courage to pursue. And when they do, remember this: They're only angry because you're the living proof that it's possible. You're the one who showed them what's possible when you refuse to give up, when you keep pushing, even when the odds are stacked against you. You took the jackpot, and now they're empty-handed. But they will never take that away from you, because they didn't have the guts to do what you did. And that's why they're empty-handed, and that's why you stand tall with your victory in hand. In the end, their bitterness, their resentment, their empty hands mean nothing. You've earned your place at the top, not through luck, but through relentless determination and sacrifice. They may try to tear you down, but they can't take away what you've built. Your success is a testament to your strength, your resilience, and your unwavering belief in yourself. You took the jackpot, and now they're empty-handed, forever left to wonder what it feels like to have the courage to fight for their dreams. So hold your head high, because what they think doesn't matter. What matters is that you made it, and nothing can change that.